This is New York Giants Now by Chat Sports, and I am your host, Marshall Green. Appreciate everybody for stopping by. We got a mailbag coming up on today's show. This mailbag was recorded on Monday afternoon. We go live every single Monday and days following game days, so subscribe and turn those notifications on so you can join us next time we are live and direct on the program. A little bit still beat up about the loss, but it's on to Dallas. Let's go ahead and start with E-Dogs Coastal coming in with Super Chat. $5 Super Chat. Thank you, my man. Should the Giants have cleaned house last year? Great question. Look, I'm on record saying I would have fired Brian Daboll and I would have fired Joe Schoen. It's what I would have done. I thought it was a beautiful spot to just hit that reset button. You were owning at one point the number 1 overall pick, ended up with the number 3 overall pick. I thought it was just a good opportunity to be able to click that reset button. What sucks is I'm the idiot, and I got baited into believing the New York Giants had a good offseason. And I still think that they kind of did have a good offseason. I love the addition to Abdul Carter. I love the addition to Jackson Dart. I thought they crushed the NFL draft. I thought they made smart moves in free agency. And you know what? It may prove out that those are smart moves. It's only been 1 week. I think they should have. Thought they had a good offseason. Let's revisit this at week 6. Great question. K. Brown, $10 Super Chat. Thank you for being here. My question is, if they seen Washington was blitzing heavy, why didn't they give Russ a check down option? They was killing teams in the preseason with screen passes. They tried a couple screens. They tried a screen to Neighbors. They tried a screen to Wan'Dale Robinson on the first third down of the game. They tried a screen to Neighbors in the red zone. They checked it down to Tyrone Tracy on third down, dropped it. Yeah, I mean, Washington had the Giants' number. That's kind of all I have to say about that. Play calling was a joke. I can't defend it. Tennessee Booyah. I feel like Wilson can't be utilized right on this team. Yeah, he isn't great, but the O-line gives him no time in the pocket. Yeah, playing Russell Wilson behind a bad offensive line is never going to reap positive results. Can you go to the PFF under pressure grades, the list 4 logo that we used on yesterday's show? Russell Wilson is a quarterback that needs 2 things to be a successful quarterback. He needs a good run game, and he needs protection in the pocket. He didn't have any of those. Under pressure grades by Pro Football Focus for the last 4 seasons. It's on a scale of 0 to 100. Russell Wilson's pressure grade with the Steelers last year, 53.1. In 2023, 54. In 2022, 51. In 2021, 52. Russell Wilson is not a quarterback that can create and extend plays against pressure anymore. The days of let Russ cook is cooked. He needs to have time to throw, and he needs a good running game. And you need to dial up chunk plays on 1st and 10 and give him a clean pocket. He's a limited quarterback. He can still make winning plays, but he needs help around him. And right now, the Giants just did not have that in week 1. Just didn't. What's your biggest takeaway from the week 1 loss? I want to hear from y'all in the comments section. It could be positive. It could be negative. It could be anything. I don't really care. What is your biggest takeaway from the week 1 loss? Ball to sack. What's up, my man? Why would Jermaine Eluemunor not go to left tackle than Hudson to right? Protect the blind side? Because you paid James Hudson to be your swing tackle. It's kind of just that simple. It's his first game as a Giant after you paid him 2 years and $12 million to be your swing tackle. Unfortunately, he had to play week 1. If you're going to pay players with the intent to not play them, maybe you shouldn't pay those players. Giants signed up for for Hudson, James Hudson, to be their swing tackle. And Jermaine Eluemunor wants to play right tackle. He's about to be a free agent. He's trying to get that bag. Serene, $5 super chat. We have DBs for man coverage, and we play zone. We have quarterbacks that throw deep balls, and we throw short. A bunch of panic buys. Everyone is clueless in the building. LOL. Hard to push back on that one, my friend. Hard to push back on that one. The Giants are 9-26 in their last 35 games. This is fair. This is fair. AJ, what's up, man? How does Julia Koch affect the upper management? She is a part of the business group that bought 10% of the New York Giants for $1 billion. Kind of nothing. Kind of nothing. I don't think she's going to have much input outside of just being a bank and a checking account. That's it. The Big Moo. Dabes wants to put Dart in the second half of the season when he plays. Dabes keeps his job. It's his ace in the hole. 100% is. It's the ultimate Joker card. It's the only play that Brian Daboll has to keep his job if the New York Giants can't win games. So I'm sure he wants to wait on it. Yeah, I just don't know how much longer or how long he's going to get to wait. Russell Wilson's going to be the starting quarterback in week 2. Better score points in the first half with Russ. That leash ain't too long. I don't think it is. I think Brian Daboll wants to play Jackson Dart right now. I think he does. Jinx, he eats. Thoughts on Dabers, LOL. Daboll and neighbors yelling at each other. I hate it. I hate it. I love Malik Neighbors, even though he told me to shut up and watch from the side on Twitter. He's a lot of fun to watch. Really the only fun player on this offense to watch at the moment, especially dating back to last year. He's a 21-year-old kid. And I think it's fair to say his way of handling things that don't go his way, i.e. getting the football and losing, aren't great. And you know what? Good. I don't want people that love losing. I want players that hate losing more than they love winning. But you do need to be professional. If your head coach is talking to you, eye contact. Your head coach wants to slap 5, slap him 5. You want to bicker back and forth about play calling? Sure. But at some point, be a leader and lead by example. You shouldn't just be able to do things because you're the best football player. But I get it. He's 21 years old. And people are going to be like, Marshall, you hate Malik Neighbors. No, I don't. He's 21. Is what it is. We'll get to more questions coming up in a second. First, though, with football back, we're bringing back Prize Picks as a sponsor. The #1 fantasy sports app where you can win big, up to 2,000 times your money. It's easy and exciting daily fantasy sports. And they're rolling with an awesome deal. You download the app today and you use code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. It's fun, it's easy, and it is exciting. And I've already got my week 2 lineup ready to roll. I'm taking the more on Cooper Kupp receiving yards. I'm also taking more than 3.5 punts for Corliss Waitman, the Steelers punter. He's going to be getting that leg loose. And I also got Jackson Smith and Jigba getting in the box. Give me the more on half a rushing and receiving touchdown. You can roll with my picks or you can fade my picks. Just play Prize Picks. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineups. Prize Picks. It's good to be right. Shout out to Prize Picks for sponsoring today's show. Troll, what up, man? Thank you for being here. MVP of a stream, MVP of the channel. Shout out to you for showing love to ex-producer Smitty on the Buffalo Bills breakdown. How long before Daboll is fired? I think the only way Daboll is fired mid-year is if he plays Jackson Dart and Jackson Dart is no good. And I think that would have to come after maybe 5, 6, 7, 8 games of Jackson Dart. Exactly, 6, 7. That's the only way I see him getting fired mid-year. Because even if you're 2-6 and you haven't put Dart in, they're going to give him the opportunity to play Dart. He hand selected him for the organization. So that's kind of where I'm at on that. I think if it's going to happen mid-season, it's because of Jackson Dart being no good. And if Jackson Dart is good, he'll be the head coach next year. That's kind of where I'm at. Corey Hurd. What's up, Beast? That's my guy. What's up, brother? How do we fix this team? How long do you have? How long do you have? Trenches. Offensive line. I have learned the Giants will never be a competitive team until they are good on the offensive line. And they're pretty far away from being good right now. So finding a way to be good on the offensive line, whether that's the NFL draft, whether that's NFL free agency, until the Giants prioritize building a sustainable offensive line, not patchwork, not, we're going to bring back Greg Van Roten for 1 year. We're going to bring in a below-average player and John Runyon and pay him good money. We're going to bring in this guy to do this. No, long-term solutions. Until they solve the O-line problem, this team will stay broken. Rexa. What was your take on Paulson Adebo season opener? And also, can we all agree Banks is a better cornerback than Flott? No, we cannot agree on that. I don't think Deonte Banks, they're the same tier. And maybe Flott is better. Deonte Banks has had his chances. He's not liked in the building by this organization. Now, does the organization have the right stuff in the brain to figure it out? I don't know. What do I think of Paulson Adebo's season opener? I didn't see his hand touch a football one time. And that's why he was brought here. To break passes up. To intercept the football. To force fumbles. He gave up 430 yards. Outside of Abdul Carter, Brian Burns, I don't really have many kudos to go around. Zach Vela. Who would you hire as the new OC and DC in your dream world? To be honest with you, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't. I don't know. It's week one. It's week one, Zach. Garcia Tattoo Studio. Giants O-line play starts with the QB. I used to coach my QBs with this. If you can't step up and get the ball out, the O-line will always look bad. Biggest myth is bad QBs have bad O-lines. You are very close. You're right. Russ ran into some pressures yesterday. Russ ran into some sacks on Sunday. Russ didn't navigate a muddy pocket well at all on Sunday. He hasn't going on 4 seasons. Good quarterbacks can make bad O-lines look average. That is the fact. Bad quarterbacks make bad O-lines look horrible. But at the end of the day, they still got to protect. They still got to do their job. And nobody did their job good enough. He scored 6 points. Maelo Cortez. Hope I'm saying that correct. What's up, Beast? Thank you for the super chat. Will Dart make a difference with a trash O-line? I believe so. I believe so. Because he can use his legs. He gets the ball out quicker. He's more decisive. He's better in the quick game. Russell Wilson is a downfield chunk play creating quarterback. Jackson Dart is to get it and go. Get it and go. That's just what he is. That's when you go and play at Ole Miss. That's how they coach you. That's how Lane Kiffin operates. Get the ball out quick. Have a plan before you get to the line of scrimmage. Be ready to rock and roll. Have a plan for pressure. In the preseason, In the preseason, Jackson Dart's average time to throw was 2.58 seconds. Russell Wilson is in week 1 was 2.7 seconds. So Dart gets the ball out quicker. Russell Wilson for his career's average time to throw is 3 seconds. Preseason, I get it, 2.5 for Dart. He gets the ball out a half second quicker. I think Dart will make a difference with a trash O-line. Is it going to make a huge difference? Are Giants going to win the Super Bowl? Are they going to win the division? Are they going to get to the playoffs? Probably not. But I think Dart can do more with a worse offensive line, if that makes sense. If you want the Giants to beat the Cowboys, hit that thumbs up icon for me. I need 1-1 so bad. I need it so bad. I can't do 0-2. I can't. I had someone ask me, when are we going to start mock drafts? I'm not ready for that. Make sure you are following me on social media. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram, @MarshallGreen_.